Hello friends, get ready for coding adventure because today we are diving into the dynamic world of Next.js 14 and its revolutionary server action feature. In this video, we are not just comparing the classic API style with the new hotshot on the block. We're taking it a step further. Remember, when I spilled the beans on implementing the basic like get, post, delete with loader. Even you remember, already have shared the error handling, confirmation function before deleting, and the reevaluated path features. If you're new on this video, I recommend you can watch my previous video. You'll find everything over there. But now, in this video, we are diving into the nitty-gritty. I'm breaking it down for you, step by step, unveiling the magic behind the post edit and the search function, using dynamic routes and more few cool features. Even that's not all. I have a bonus for you. Guess what? I will guide you how to move this site shamelessly from local development to the production. I'll deploy this project on Vercel. So time is ticking and we are not here to waste our time. So let's dive straight into the code and uncover the awesomeness of Next.js 14 server action together. Don't blink. It's gonna be a wild ride. This is Sandeepan Dash, a full stack web developer, signing off until we unravel the wonders of Next.js 14. So dear friends, let's first organize our code. For example, very first I will create a separate route for the users, okay? And we'll retouch on the UI. Then we'll move it for the first step, how you can edit a user by dynamic route. So I'll create a folder over there and the folder name called user, and inside the user we will copy the layout file, paste file. Now this is super easy. If you go to the user route, you'll find over there is same, but not, yeah, perfect. You can delete everything from there. Okay, so perfect. If I go to the user page, here I can see everything is perfectly working. Great. Now let's go our main page layout. We'll not need everything over there. We'll remove everything from home page because home page is not for the users. We will show the users in a separate page, and insert the layout. Here's the main. Okay. So if you can see this content is left side. So let me move it to center. It's just simple. Right here, the MX Auto. So now if you check over there, MX Auto. Okay, perfect. And I will change 5XL to 3XL, and we will apply a padding over there. Okay, so this is the user registration, and this is not a UI design course, so I'll not invest a lots of time to design UI. Just what is mandatory to be must needed to complete this project. This is the things we will apply, because to design the UI we will discuss about the separate video, but not on this video. So I have retouched the layout, especially I've created a simple menu over there to navigate between the home and user. So now let's move to the user page. Over there, here you'll find the user list. Here we'll apply a padding 5, busy slate 200. Okay, that should be fine. Looks good. Okay, or we can little lighter, and we can move it more left side. That looks good. Well, now let's go to the single user page. Okay, we don't need the explorer. Here I can see name, email. So what I can do, so now I can change a few things, like we don't need the capitalize. Here we'll create a few individual divs for name, email, and the ID, because we need the ID in future use. But for the production level, I don't recommend to use ID. If I save it, refresh the space, you see, it looks nice. I'll make it a little lighter. So that should be looks more beautiful, because on name there, especially in this list, what is priority for user. So from my end, I think the name is first priority, and this is for purpose of development. If developer need this, then the developer can print, and this is for quick action. And here over there we'll create a button. So we'll use the link for the button. This is must be next link. Okay, and we don't need the button over there. Perfect link, and this step we'll keep it as empty. We are not going to change anything. And let's move the delete user form, or let's go to the action button. Here is our action button. Let's use a class name. This white full. That should be looks good. Okay, and the same way for the link, we can add a class name over there, and busy slate. Okay, that's fine. So I will change it, because this is for 3. Yeah, so change it to 5. Change it to 3. So 6. And here I will apply a gap. The gap should be 5 for my end. I think this is good practice. Yeah, edit and delete. Okay, and let's add a more few classes. Text center, grounded MD, and apply a shadow MD over shadow LG or Excel. Okay, so that's good. You see what a shadow over there. That's nice. And I don't know if text center is not working. Why? It's fine. Also, I will use another hover, which is busy slide, little lighter. Okay, that's fine. So we can change padding Y to padding 2. I think that should be okay for now. Okay, perfect. So our edit and delete button is looking so beautiful. So you can see the edit and delete button, it's really awesome. And so let's move to the Explorer. Here we will create a dynamic route, which is called user ID. And the dynamic route will start from bracket user ID. Okay, yes. And inside this dynamic route, we'll create another folder, same way, page.tsx. Okay, and this is the edit user. Paste. Now, what we will receive over there? Let me print something. This is the edit user place. If I go over there and write something, ASDF, you see, this is the edit user base. Now the question is how we can cache these params inside our code. Okay, it's quite simple, and especially the Next.js 14 made this very easy for us. So we can write over there the params, and what we are receiving the params, right? And we are passing the user ID as we write over there the user ID. Now, if I console the params, over there, I can see the result. You see, this is the parameter we have found. But I want to ensure you, this is not a video, what is the dynamic route or something else. So we'll create another video if you want about the dynamic routing, but this video for the Next.js server action. So this is the simple way we are going to use over there the dynamic routing. So that's why we are just talking about this, but this is not a tutorial for the dynamic routing of Next.js 14. So we have received the params over there. Now we will get the ID, user ID, by the params. So it's quite simple. If I use this, let me check, and again, parameter we have found. So now our next target is, by using this parameter, get the user information from the database of MongoDB. So obviously this is not an accurate parameter, or this is not a user ID. We have to submit the perfect user ID to get the user information, right? Okay. So let's move over the user page. If I go over there, here is the correct user ID, right? So to find this, let's go again over the single user page. Here, you remember, we just leave the link empty. So we'll put the name here over there. As you have seen, we have write the URL, which is called user, right? User. And after that, we will print the user ID. So we will find the user ID from there. Okay, this is our user ID. So we'll print user ID here. Okay, now if I move over the edit, you can see on the bottom of this page the user ID is appearing. If I hit on the edit, the ID is appearing over there. Also in our console log, we are getting the parameter. Now let's move in the page again. Using this ID, we will search the database to get our data. But before that, can we make like this? Yeah, user ID as string, because we are receiving this as a string. Now we are moving over our server action file. So what I do, inside our action folder, can we rename it user to server action? I think that will be better, right? No problem, just keep it user, because already we have named this actions. So inside the action, this is the user. So this server action file only for maintenance the user, create user, edit user, delete user, or get users. Okay, so here first we have to get a single user. Okay, let's what is the name? Show all user. Oh, sorry, this is the typo mistake. Maybe my show all users or show users, right? So I have to change the name where I have added the name show user. Okay, let me check. It's not a big deal for us, right? Inside the user list, here is the show user, show user. So I fixed it. Sorry for the typo mistake, my dear friends. So go again inside the user. Yeah, so I can copy this, nothing issue. Is the get user. This is the get user. That means we will retrieve from data only a single user. Or to make it more beautiful, we can write get user by ID, because we are sending the ID from our page and we are receiving the user information based on ID. So I think this is a good naming for our function, get user by ID. So we don't need anything over there, or we can comment out if in future needed, we will execute this. Okay, now it's quite simple. Just inside the response which user find, we will write just simple find one, or we can write find user by ID, no problem. So we'll write find one, and also you receive the string over there, string by the ID. So here I will write like ID and ID. Okay, and everything is perfect. If I console this, let me console. If I refresh over there, it will not work because we have not connected, right? This is called user information. Okay, get user by ID, and we have passed the ID by there. Okay, so now you can see that data is appearing over there. That is the real magic and game changing. It's because of, in past days, I have to write an API. I have to create an individual API for individual request. So for now, if this is a small project, this is the perfect use. Even we can use the perfect time management by this server action feature. Okay, so that's cool, So if I console over there, save, okay, user, okay, fine, right. We don't need the response at there, so fine. Now let me console here what I am receiving. That should be perfect. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. User information. Okay. Response, response, fine. Okay. Now if I refresh this, There. We're receiving the error. Why? Paste user ID. Yeah, everything is perfect. Nothing to worry. We will fix everything. Yeah. Right. So what we mistake, you see, here we are using the async function, right? But we have not used the await over there. So we have to use the await over there, and here we have to call the async. So the issue is fixed. Yeah, you see our data is available inside our server side component. This is not a client side component, right? Because we have not write over the top of the line use client. So that means in Next.js 14 feature, this is a server side component base. So that's fine. We received our data, no issue. Now we will print it. So before print, let's write a page title. So I think, yeah, we have the page title. We can copy from the page from there. User registration. Here we can write user edit. That's quite easy, right? Okay, so now we will create another component for the editing user. Because it's a form, so we are going to add a few client-side feature. So that's why we will use another component, which is called editing user form. Or what you can do, as you know, we have a form, new user form. So inside the new user form, already we have created the input, buttons, everything ready. So why we are not using this? We can just copy this and paste over there and rename it to update user form, right? Because we are going to update a user information. So update user form. Fine. Let's close the Explorer. Yeah, this is our update user form, right? And we'll change the name over there. Name. Okay, fine. So now we have to call the update user form inside our page. So let's call the update user form. So there we'll do some validation. Like we are not going to print the form until we get the user information. Like if it does not get the user information, then what should be from the print, right? So to avoid the error, we can apply a wall. Until we get the user information, the form will not be available. So here, if I found the user information, sorry for the typo mistake. If I found the user information, then the update user form will be available there. Okay, fine. Now we have to pass the user information, what you receive by the get user ID. We have to pass this user information to our child component. So here we'll pass over there, right? User information. So there will be a tweaks, will face an error. In this video, you will learn once again how you can handle the error. So go to the update user form. We're going to call interface, which is called iProps. User should be iUser. I hope you remember we have created this interface as a global user very fast. So we'll call react.fc iUser iProps, and here I will get the user information. Now let's check the magic. the error magic. So if I cancel this, very soon we are going to receive an error in our terminal. Nothing to worry about that. You see, there is a warning. Only plain object can be passed to client component. As you remember, in our first video, I have shared to pass the data to child component. We can convert the data into a string and then we can pass. But here we have found the ID, name, email. So better we can convert it and pass to our child component, okay, to avoid this kind of error. So once again, go to our page. So inside our page, we will create another user, and here we are, if the user information is found, we will convert it to JSON stringify. And the data, and this data once again I will parse to JSON. So I trust the error is gone. Okay, see, the error is gone. Okay, that was nice. There is no error. So I have seen a few of my friends asking me how we can fix it. So now you can fix it over there. Just convert it to parse and stringify. So the error is gone. This is the magic, right? So we don't need the user from, update user from. That's perfect. Now our next task, we have to print the exist user information on the username and user email field, and we have to pass the data to the API, the server action, to update the user information. So here we will be update, not submit, update, right? So this is your name, email, everything perfect. So what I can do, this is the client component. So inside the client component, easily we can write the use state. And inside the use state, as a default value, we can pass the name and the email. If name not found, then it should be empty string. Right, and same way we can write over there email. Okay, so now we have the current or exist information inside our user state, which is name and email. So now here is our input field. So we have to print there our user information. So to print it, we can write the value. Okay, and regarding the value, we can write name, and there will be another conflict. How do you have to fixed? You can see, you can write the value email, right? Everything is perfect, but this not editable. You see, we are not able to edit anything. So to edit the data, we can use the onSigns. Set name. Okay, so perfect. Even we can do same thing over there, input value, and this should be not name, set email. Yes. Now if I refresh the page, yes, Sandeepan does. Okay, perfect. So now we have to call the function. This is a create user. We are not going to use the create user because this is for updating user, right? Let's create a function called update user inside our server action file. So this is the create user, this is the create user. So we are going to use the create user. I mean, not using, we're going to just duplicate this. So very fast, we will apply a condition there. Just remove everything. I don't need this. Yeah, we don't need this function anymore. So very first, we will apply a condition over there, like a additional validation. We will pass the user ID. By using user ID, before updating a user, our function will check if the user exists, then it will update, otherwise not. So let's move to the update user form. Here we will create another input, which is a type hidden. And name is like ID. Okay, and value should be user ID. Now if I move over there, update user, and we will use this in the update user. Okay, we can import this update user, right? Perfect. So from the top, we don't need the create user function here, and we can remove it. And if the update is done, I will write like user updated successfully. User updated successfully. Now let's move over again the user update user function. So here first we will cache the ID, and using the ID we will verify the data exists or not. Yeah, form data get ID. If I console this, let me check what we are receiving by ID. Okay, yeah, so hit the update, we are receiving ID. Okay, like you can see, this ID and this ID are match. So that means no issue, we are receiving the ID. First, we will try to find if this user is available or not. So what we can do, we can use this method, use the find one, and write is user exist. Okay, now check over there. Let's go to the update, and okay, so that means the user is exist. We are receiving the user information. You see, perfect. That means user, we have found the user inside of database. So if user not found, we will share a notification over there. If is user not exist, then I will return there is no user found, no user exist. Okay, else we'll move it. Don't need the console. Now we have to cache the name and the email ID. So constant name, form data get name. And also email, form data email. Okay, so we have received the name and email for sure. Let's go to the Mongo's update function. So we'll use the constant response. Here is the response. Okay, font. Yeah. Yes. No, I don't need. Yeah, we need to this constant response, because we have to share a response to user. The user is updated or not. So response will write await user dot. Here we'll use the find by ID and update method of MongoDB. Find by ID and update. So what is our ID? Our ID is there, and we'll use the set method. Name and email. To make sure this update is really working, we can write the new true. Now we can check the response or the response we're getting. Okay, so click on update. Let me check response. Okay, Sandeepan Das. Yeah, you see, so our data is updated perfectly. No issue found there. Even if I go to the user page, you see, even I can edit one more time to more verify. Edit and let's hello at, let's change to sandeepandas.dev. Okay, refresh this. Oh, I see, it's working fine. So okay, fine. You see, the update sometimes is not affecting instantly. So to fix this error, as we can do like as before we have done the revalidate path, we can use the revalidate path. So here I can write the revalidate path, revalidate path user. Is it working or not? I'm not sure. Okay, let me check. Edit and Sandeepandas update user. So update is really working or not? We can check by using the revalidate path method. Revalidate path. You can write over the user, and you have to write it dynamically. Use the ID. Okay, so Sandeepan dash. Okay, everything was working fine. Right now, we can apply a validation over there. If no response found, there should be error. Return error. User not updated. Okay. Okay, so everything is fine, fair and lovely. Okay. So now let's move over the user again. And let's create a user, brand new user. What is your name? You can tell me your name, I will put over there. Or better you do these codes and write your name by yourself. That will be good practice for you. Okay, so sorry man, just for fun. Okay, so let's write a name like Samriddhi Das. This is my cute little pie's name. I mean my daughter, more precious child. samriddhi@gmail.com. Submit. It's working. Wow. Okay, so it's appearing perfect. Let's edit the Samriddhi Das. Okay, so we can use his personal website and personal domain, samriddhidas.com, and update. Okay, so if I refresh it, I can see everything perfect, fair and lovely. If I move to the user, you can see it's changed. So for now, that's it. In this next video, we will implement the search feature. If you have not subscribed my channel, this is my highly request to you. Please subscribe and don't forget to hit a like. That will be a great pleasure for me to get your like, subscribe and your comment. You know, you can see my other videos. I reply every comment as soon as possible. So if you have any question, any doubt or anything, whatever on your mind about this code, you can ask me in comment. So please don't forget to leave your comment. At least just leave a hi or leave a thank you. That will be a great pleasure from me. And you know, your like, comment and share, even every task or every like or every subscribe, that is really encourage me to create and more video for you guys. So thank you guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Love you. Bye bye. Take care.